Yes, yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. It's getting very interesting politically in the united opposition. For the better part of today, this has been the discussion amongst Kenyans. Gachagua to back Kalonzo, Natembeya and Matiang'i lineup. XDP won't run for president, but will get 50% of Kalonzo government. If you go through that story, the Star reported that Rigathi Gachagua will not go for the presidency, but he will support Kalonzo for the presidency with George Natembeya as Kalonzo's deputy. Matiang'i will be given the post of Chief Prime Cabinet Secretary. That has been the discussion. And even before we dig deep into this analysis, let me hear from you. If today Rigathi supports Kalonzo and Kalonzo ends up being the president, he wins 2027, do you think he will give Rigathi Gachagua 50% of the government? Do you think Kalonzo will give Rigathi 50% of that government? Because by giving Rigathi Gachagua 50%, it means the remaining 50%, Kalonzo will share with the remaining political kingpins, Natembeya, Matiang'i, and all that team. Do you think Kalonzo will agree? Let's see what Ngunjiri Wambugu is saying. Ngunjiri Wambugu, yani I become president, but give you 50% of government. I carry the responsibility and receive insults for failures, but you get 50% of the power and no expectation for delivery. No wonder this guy was impeached. According to Ngunjiri Wambugu, Ngunjiri thinks that's not possible. Kalonzo will not agree to give Rigathi Gachagua 50%. I want us to have a discussion on that. What do you think will happen? If you ask me that question, if Rigathi Gachagua today supports Kalonzo and Kalonzo goes on to win, Kalonzo will honor that agreement. He will give Rigathi Gachagua 50%. The reason is very simple. By Rigathi supporting Kalonzo to beat Ruto, Rigathi will have sent a very strong message to Kalonzo that he wills real power. He did support Ruto in 2022. Ruto won. He went against Ruto in 2027. Ruto lost. I think the message will have been sent very strongly to Kalonzo Musyoka. So it will be up to Kalonzo to choose if he wants to remain the president or if he wants to go home like Ruto. Kalonzo will obey because of that. And then secondly, Kalonzo will also obey because he would love not to be impeached. I'm seeing a very likely possibility where in 2027, Rigathi Gachagua will be having more elected leaders than Kalonzo Musyoka or than any other opposition leader. I'm seeing that likely possibility. And should that happen, it means Rigathi Gachagua will be a very strong party leader. And now that William Ruto will now be the opposition leader, if Ruto and Rigathi strikes a deal, they will even be able to impeach Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo will have to play it safe in order for him not to be impeached. Because if he jokes with Rigathi, Rigathi will easily impeach him. He'll just join forces with the opposition leader, who will be William Samoei Ruto. And Kalonzo will be home in the morning. So I'm seeing a Kalonzo Musyoka who will have no option but to honor that MOU, that agreement with Rigathi Gachagua. And he'll do that to avoid an impeachment. And in our first point, we've also seen Kalonzo will do that for his re-election. He'll not want a situation where he becomes a one-term like Ruto. The second reason, he'll do that in order to avoid impeachment, for him to finish his term, his first term. Kenyans should now take opposition seriously. If Rigathi says he wants 50% of share in that government, be rest assured he'll be given that 50% share. And Rigathi's 50% share will mean half of the government will go to the mountain. So we'll be seeing cabinet secretaries, PSS, being called Kamau, Njoroge, Wambui. Those will be the names. Something similar to what we just saw when William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua came to power. It will be a continuation of a shareholding government. Don't think Rigathi Gachagua has changed. Rigathi still believes in shareholding narrative. In this forum, I've always maintained that Rigathi Gachagua having been impeached, the Constitution found him unfit of holding any public office. And any person Rigathi now supports also does not qualify holding any public office, because Rigathi Gachagua will corrupt that leader. What am I trying to tell Kenyans? Any leader being supported by Rigathi Gachagua, or any leader in any political arrangement with Rigathi Gachagua, that's a leader who should be rejected. Before 2022 elections, we used to warn Kenyans against Ruto. Some told us sio ndio tunataka. Right now, I'm warning Kenyans against any political arrangement with Rigathi Gachagua. That government will be a worse off government than what we are currently witnessing in William Ruto's government. So, if Rigathi manages to make Kalonzo president, in Kalonzo's first term, he will obey and respect that MOU, because he'll be doing that for his political survival as the president. If he fails to honor that MOU, he might not even finish his first term. He'll be impeached. Rigathi will join forces with the Ruto's forces in the opposition to impeach Kalonzo Musyoka. That's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get to know what you think on the comment section. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.